other local governments about Zoom bombing, when people outside of the community spew hate speech at online local government meetings. And the West Richland Police Department the West Richland Police are looking for any information regarding an alleged drive-by shooting that sent someone to the hospital. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. It's Tuesday morning. It's almost 6 a.m.
On the dot, almost.
Well, we're in 30 seconds we'll be on the dot. Good morning, Riley. Good morning,
Jason.
Everyone. And we have cool conditions yet again, but hey, it's the middle of November. That's what we expect. We're right around where we should be for this time of year, and we could see a little bit of, luckily, rain late tonight because the timing is perfect. We're still going to be above the freezing level, but could be some slick roads tomorrow morning. Let's take a look outside. Pretty calm this morning, not much wind. We do have cloud coverage, especially in the mid-Columbia and Blues that'll move along. We have good visibility this morning as well, but that could change, especially in Walla Walla as we get to our afternoon hours. So current temperatures, we are chilly, 22 right now in Ellensburg. Hey, we're above the freezing level in Yakima, 33, 31 for Toppenish. So most of our areas are at or above the freezing level, just a couple of outliers. That will change later this week as we'll see 20-degree overnight lows for most of our cities, so cooler temperatures are on the way. Our highs today, upper 40s, lower 50s, plenty of sunshine for Yakima. Most of our cloud coverage will be in the morning hours, so a little bit more sunshine as the day goes on, except for possibly Walla Walla, which expects to see some fog today. Again, upper 40s. So let's take a look. Staying cool, light rain, very likely overnight tonight into tomorrow. Still very light and lows in those 20s soon. I'll get you prepared for your mid-November as we're careening towards Thanksgiving next week. That's my first alert weather forecast that's coming up in about 10 minutes.
A head-on collision on State Route 12 has left one person dead and 6 people injured last night. According to Washington State Patrol, around 9 p.m., one vehicle was headed eastbound on Oasis Road, about 18 miles east of Pasco. When they attempted to pass another vehicle, they collided head-on with another vehicle headed westbound. The driver of the vehicle that attempted to pass was pronounced dead at the scene. Cities and counties across the country that allow for virtual public comment over Zoom are getting hit by what they're calling Zoom bombers. Over a half-dozen local governments in Washington state have been targeted in the past 2 months, including the city of Ellensburg. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell spoke to the mayor about what happened and what resources are out there for local governments about their options to respond.
What happens when online participants who don't live in the community sign up for public comment using fake names and use that time to spew racist slurs or anti-Semitic rhetoric? Sometimes they get shut off, like at a Kenmore City Council meeting on October 9th.
Why do they worship
Please remove
Satan?
this man from the meeting.
I have a First Amendment right to free speech.
Sometimes officials reluctantly allow them their time, like at the Bremerton City Council meeting on October 18th.
I have to let people have their 3 minutes unless they're actively trying to disrupt the meeting, as uncomfortable as it is sometimes.
And sometimes officials call it out, like at King County Council's Law, Justice, Health, and Human Services Committee meeting on October 3rd.
I'm really sorry to all the people who had to listen to all these just terrible comments from people infiltrating our public comment portion.
It's also happened in Port Angeles, Blaine, Whatcom County, and now it's something that happened right here in the city of Ellensburg at a council meeting on November 6th. And when I spoke to the mayor, she said they did the very best they could to respond in the moment, but it definitely wasn't something that they were prepared for.
They began with some racist slurs. There was some profanity. And we were caught off guard.
You're out of line, Mr. Metzger.
It's free speech.
No.
Yes, it is. Hate speech is free speech.
We had a room full of people and they were just pretty aghast at what was being said and, no. We were able to mute them, but not before I had to process what our rules were and where the line was.
They fell back on a rule that says commenters have to be speaking on city business and use that to cut them off.
Allowing it to go as far as it did in no way means that we condone that. It is truly just trying to protect the city from a lawsuit by drawing the line too far on one side.
But they're still not clear on what other options they had in that moment.
What's over that line? What is disruptive mean versus how far can we push free speech?
The Municipal Research and Services Center, or MRSC, a nonprofit that provides legal and policy guidance for local governments in Washington state, recently published a guide for addressing racist and anti-Semitic public comment at meetings. In it, they say, quote, "The sad truth is that local governments may not be able to guarantee that hate speech will not occur during public comment, but there are measures that can be taken to make it less easy to espouse hate. 1. Eliminate remote public comment entirely. 2. Limit public comment to just the items on the agenda. Or 3. Take extra steps to verify the identity of speakers commenting remotely." The mayor says number 3 didn't work for them because the commenters gave fake names and addresses when they signed up to comment. But the city is weighing other options, including the first 2 in that list.
We'll just have to weigh the infringing on our access and openness versus protecting people from having to listen to uncomfortable and obnoxious people.
The mayor recommends other local governments take this as a sign to make sure they have a plan in place to respond to a situation like this one, in case they end up targeted next. In Ellensburg, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
The Ellensburg City Council will be discussing their options at the upcoming council meeting at 7 p.m. on Monday the 20th. The West Richland Police Department is investigating after a suspected drive-by shooting Monday morning. It happened in the area of Hove Street and Myers Street in the Desert View community just off West Van Giesen Street. Authorities say one person was taken to the hospital, but they did not indicate how they were hurt or what the condition of the person was. Police are unsure of what the motive in the shooting might have been. We'll update you on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. 15 people were arrested after a multi-agency operation called Net Nanny, which identified the suspects of alleged sexual abuse and exploitation of children. The Washington State Patrol's Missing and Endangered Children Task Force led the operation, aiming to capture suspect accused of attempted sexual abuse or exploitation of children. There was an initial investigation that resulted in 11 arrests in Longview at the end of October. On Thursday, November 9th, 4 more people were arrested in Renton. They included a person from Joint Base Lewis McChord and spanned from western Washington to a part of Okanogan County to Molalla, Oregon. The Spokane and Othello Police Departments assisted in the investigation. The Yakima Police Department has sent out an advisory for drivers after reports of vehicle tires being punctured by caltrops. A caltrop is a multi-sided object sharp enough to puncture. Multiple caltrops have been thrown in the area of West Chestnut Avenue and 66th Avenue, so they say to drive with caution. If you have fallen victim or witnessed suspicious activity, report it to the Yakima Police Department at 509-249-6874. Five Hermiston middle schoolers were nationally recognized for their broadcasting stories they submitted recently. All 5 were named as finalists in the National Scholastic Press Association 2023 Broadcast Story of the Year competition. Brooklyn Bacon, Kylie Virgil, Sophia Rodriguez, and Avery Devon, 7th and 8th graders last year at Armand Larive Middle School, submitted their story, The Human Being. It received 3rd place in the competition. For these students, they worked hard to get out of the middle school building for this story rather than staying in the halls. Each I spoke with says they've been learning key skills in this class that they plan to use when they continue their journalism education.
We're learning so much in this class, and it's just a middle school class. I can't imagine how much more we're going to learn in high school and in college.
According to broadcast journalism teacher at Armand Larive Middle School, each year his students raise the bar for each other.
It's one of the great things I love about being a teacher. When you see students take everything that they've learned and apply it in a real life situation and accomplish what they've accomplished. I've learned to never underestimate middle school students because they can do incredible things.
Students in the beginning ALTV class worked together to put together a live daily broadcast for the morning announcements, and the advanced classes put together more long-form pieces and a longer monthly show. Later this morning, you can find Brooklyn, Kylie, Sophia, and Avery's story at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Hey, we've made it to Tuesday and we're getting ready for a calm morning. I'll let you know how things are going to be changing though as we get to our evening hours, some possible showers and fog on the way. I'll get you ready in my first alert weather forecast coming up.
Plus, a Pasco physical therapist is hoping his experience surviving a brain tumor can help others who may be unaware of certain symptoms.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
It's Mattress Depot USA's November sales event.
Meaning no money down and no interest for up to 3 years on our best-selling mattresses.
Like a queen plush Sealy mattress for just $3.99.
Or an adjustable bed for just $9.99.
Or a king-size memory foam mattress for just $7.99.
Visit our showrooms or shop online at MattressDepotUSA.com.
But hurry, our November sales event ends soon.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back on this Tuesday morning. Well, how do you spot signs that something might be wrong with your brain? Oftentimes, a brain tumor is ruled out, but that wasn't the case for Pasco physical therapist Kyle Bonin. A strange symptom caused him to check in with his doctor, just the first step in what became a long road that continues to this day. Apple Valley News Now's Jill Sperling reports.
From running marathons to relearning how to walk, Dr. Kyle Bonin's life was turned upside down by the diagnosis and treatment of a brain tumor.
Cancer's terrible because sometimes you can't prevent it.
In 2009, Bonin started experiencing double vision.
I had no idea what was going on, so we went to some doctors, eventually got an MRI. MRI showed that there was a brain tumor. Due to the location, we couldn't do anything about it, so we just watched it for several years.
Then the tumor started to grow and action needed to be taken. The tumor was removed, but the surgery damaged his brain.
So I went from running, I even worked out the morning before the surgery because I was nervous, they're going to cut my brain. So how do you de-stress? Exercise. And then, I woke up and I couldn't exercise, couldn't sit up, couldn't get to the toilet by myself afterwards.
Nearly 10 years later, he's still on a journey to recovery.
And I still have the double vision. So I can't catch anything. Someone throws me something, I can't see it, track it visually to catch it. My depth perception's bad, so like when I'm going downstairs or stepping off a curb, I go a little slower. I'm very self-conscious of it because we're all self-conscious of our own things.
Now he's helping others get on their feet as clinic director of Peak Physical Therapy in Pasco.
It gave me a lot of empathy for my patients because, you know, they're coming to me at their lowest point in life. You know, they're in pain, they're used to be so active and now they can't. You're not old. Not until you're at least triple-digit age are you old.
He works to keep his patients optimistic through humor.
Actually, sit back down, I'm sorry. Stand up.
And getting them moving again. His advice to anyone with suspicious symptoms:
you always want to get it checked out, see a health professional. Wanting things to go away and ignoring doesn't make it better.
Very true. According to Bonin, Peak Physical Therapy provides free screenings, which could help determine if you are simply in need of physical therapy or if there is a need to see a physician. Coming up, there's growing concern this morning about a possible government shutdown later this week, which could spell chaos for millions of Americans planning to travel during the Thanksgiving holiday. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. First light, we're seeing it start to rumble in. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $800.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we stay up to date on the latest research and we offer cutting-edge therapies. We treat a number of different conditions, specifically Parkinson's disease, stroke recovery, traumatic brain injury, fibromyalgia, diabetes. We also treat folks dealing with cognitive decline due to aging.
We all have dreams and ideas about how life is going to be, and then life happens, and it's not necessarily what we pictured. So how do we deal with that? I've lived with multiple sclerosis for years. It's realizing that it's all one system. How do you reset your goals so that you can live a happy, healthy life even with chronic illness? And I can attest, yes, you can. My life is incredibly happy.
We first start by improving oxygen utilization in the cells because healthy cells are well oxygenated. We then work towards improving areas of the brain that are inefficient, and for this we use a number of different modalities. We offer oxygen contrast therapy, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, transcranial photobiomodulation, and our latest addition, brain high-intensity interval training.
We also build a schedule for the patient that makes it easy to adapt their game plan to their lives and the therapies they do inside the clinic. To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
Saturday on Apple Valley News Now, a primetime showdown as the Washington Huskies take on Oregon State live from Corvallis. The Huskies, the Beavers. Saturday Night Football starts at 4:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Next live, Kenan Thompson from Good Burger 2, plus from their new reality series, Twin Love. The Garcia twins, Brie and Nikki Garcia.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your morning so far. Seeing a little bit of light start to break through this morning on this Tuesday. And as we look at 9 days until Thanksgiving, where has 2023 gone? Well, we do have a little bit of cloud coverage coming into our areas this morning. Even a little bit, just a hint of shower activity coming through the Blue Mountain region, and just a little bit trying to come through the periphery there of Hermiston. If you see anything, it will be just the most insignificant amount of a little bit of shower activity for it looks like maybe along the Blue Mountain region. Other than that, we're looking dry throughout our areas. That'll move along very swiftly, and then we'll be looking at some sunshine, and then overnight we're going to see more cloud coverage come in and some quick showers. Luckily, this will hit before we get to below freezing for Ellensburg through Toppenish, and then that shower activity will swiftly move to the east, and we should be looking more or less dry. But the thing to look out for is that rain, if it does come, will be frozen by the time you get on the road for your Wednesday morning commute. So do keep an eye out for that, and then that will be moving off into the east, and we'll be looking at a much calmer Wednesday evening into our Thursday. So more sunshine is on the way as we end our week. Just got to get through that quick shower activity late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Current temperatures 22 right now for Ellensburg, 33 in Yakima. They've been below the freezing mark for most of our morning, so we're seeing a little bit warmer temperatures there and just chilly conditions throughout. We do expect to see even cooler overnight conditions as we get to Wednesday late night, Thursday late night, and especially Friday late night. Our highs, though, we're going to be remaining just below our average, or just at, for this time of year, and we're going to see a little bit of a cooling trend into our weekend. A slight push as we see a little bit of wind coming in on Sunday as well, warming us up. Then it looks like we'll be remaining cool into, yes, Thanksgiving week. So let's take a look at our winds, and we are light, and we're going to stay light for the next couple of days at least. That will persist into our weekend, and see a little bit of a push on Sunday as we see those warmer temperatures. Also with these light winds, we're keeping a close eye on visibility. Good right now unless you're heading into the mountainous areas, or if you're heading to the north. They do have a dense fog advisory this morning. Now, air quality looking good as well. We were in the moderate zone for Walla Walla just about an hour ago. So with the light winds and conditions, we are going to expect to see some fog popping up. So today, our highs, lower 50s, upper 40s, pretty much across the board. And that's going to continue into tomorrow. And again, we'll see a little bit of lagging, more mid 40s than anything else as we get into our latter part of our week. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, 50, remaining pretty similar for Yakima. Quick showers possible, then clearing as we head into Thursday, Friday, and we are staying in those upper 40s into our weekend. Overnight lows below the freezing mark for the week ahead. Tri-Cities area in the 40s mostly for the week ahead. Quick morning showers tomorrow. Overnight lows will be below the freezing mark starting Wednesday late night into Friday late night. And in Walla Walla, going to be seeing that fog possible tonight. Good chance of a quick showers tomorrow morning, and then kind of hanging right around the mid to upper 40s to lower 50s. For today, late fog possible for the Blues. Other than that, we expect to see more sunshine as the day goes on. Just keep an eye out for those quick showers overnight tonight into tomorrow morning.
We now turn to some travel trouble on the horizon. Days before the busy holiday getaway season begins, a government shutdown is looming in Washington, which could jeopardize travel plans. ABC's Andrea Fujii reports.
This morning, growing concern about a possible government shutdown later this week that could spell chaos for millions of Americans planning to travel during the holiday season. Experts already predicting record crowds.
We're going to carry more customers than we ever have before, about 500,000 more than last year.
But without a deal in Congress to avoid a shutdown this Friday night, air traffic controllers and TSA workers could be forced to work without pay. The concern is many could call out sick in protest, taxing the already overburdened system.
And that is not fair to TSA workers at all, to be expected to come to work during the busiest time of the travel season without being paid. We are really going to feel the brunt of this come next week at the government shutdown.
House Speaker Mike Johnson has submitted a plan to keep the government funded through January, but it does not include money for Israel or Ukraine, and it does not include spending cuts that many Republicans want.
We've got to help Israel. We've got to have strong oversight and scrutiny over Ukraine aid. We've got to fix the border, all these things that we need to do in the appropriations process. But we won't be able to survive to have those fights if the government's shut down.
At least 9 Republicans oppose Johnson's bill, but Democrats could throw Johnson a lifeline.
The Speaker's proposal is far from perfect, but the most important thing is that it refrains from making steep cuts
The House is expected to vote on Johnson's plan today. Over in the Senate, Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has joined Senator Schumer in supporting the bill. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, with inflation at the forefront of everyone's mind this holiday season, we'll give you a few ways to have a delicious turkey day on a budget.
It's Mattress Depot USA's November sales event.
Meaning no money down and no interest for up to 3 years on our best-selling mattresses.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
I've worked construction all my life. I take pride in my job and working hard. I've had my share of bumps and bruises. Of all places, I get hurt shopping with my wife. This injury affected every part of my life. The insurance company offered me nothing. I went to my buddy Scott Brumback and Sid Autumn. We ultimately filed suit. My lawyers fought hard for me and got a great result. These guys speak blue collar. Now I know what they mean by bulldog tough. Right, Mo?
Brumback and Autumn, bulldog tough.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Atomic Health pays me to do the in-home, I guess, nursing or the things I do to help out, so we don't need a nurse. Meds, cooking, cleaning, getting them to doctor's appointments, picking up prescriptions, whatever else needs to be done. So at least once a month or whenever I need her, Sarah, or whatever nurse is available, comes to our house. If I have a worry that I'm not sure if he needs to go to the doctor, she comes and advises me and does an assessment and tells me if there's anything I need to do different, or I don't know that I could do this without him.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's Pizza Party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
Don't wait. Mattress Depot USA has Black Friday promotions all month long. Buy a Queen Memory Foam mattress starting at just $6.99 and get an adjustable base absolutely free.
Mattress Depot USA.
An awesome flight over Bayview. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Welcome back on this Tuesday morning. Well, if you're preparing Thanksgiving dinner this year, it's time to get serious since we're only 9 days away from the holiday. ABC's Rena Roy now has a look at what that dinner may cost you this year in ways you can save money.
Inflation has slowed in recent months, but shoppers are still feeling the effects of higher prices this Thanksgiving.
For shoppers, every time they go into a supermarket, it is still sticker shock. Keep in mind that this year over last year, prices are up about 2.4%, but that's on top of the 11.4% from the year before that.
Here's where prices are for some Thanksgiving dinner favorites this year, according to a Wells Fargo report. Turkey is down about 9% compared to last year, but ham is near an all-time high. Fresh cranberries are way down, but canned cranberries are way up. Sweet potatoes are up slightly, while russet potatoes are at all-time highs. And canned pumpkins are up about 30% from last year. Big grocery retailers are offering some deep discounts this Thanksgiving.
So I think what we're going to see this year in the supermarket world is, frankly, a price war as it relates to Thanksgiving.
Walmart is selling turkey for less than $1 a pound. Aldi is giving discounts of up to 50% on items like gravy, pumpkin pie mix, and pie crust. And Target is offering a Thanksgiving meal for four for under $25. So what's the best way to save money when you're shopping this year? Experts say stick to your shopping list. Retailers will offer discounts to try to get you into the store so you can buy additional items which you may not need right away. Compare prices and deals for things on your list at markets in your area and check for Thanksgiving coupons from your grocery store.
The one other thing that you want to do is you want to use your frequent shopper card at your grocer. So spend a few minutes, go online, look at your favorite retailer's website, and see what deals you can get.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Coming up, the nation's capital is bracing for a massive rally today in support of Israel as the war rages on in the Middle East. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Need to satisfy your craving for cheesy, smoky, gooey grill perfection? Oh yeah! Taco Time's cheesy Chipotle chicken quesadilla. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
After 40 years of
I want to press
my luck, the stakes keep multiplying.
If you land on that square, you will win 40 of something amazing. Wow.
Press your luck, new tonight on ABC.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. I'm a local bee. I started painting houses, and here I am. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. And we're here to take care of everybody, even the DIYers. And so why shouldn't you do this by yourself? Because of our combined 15 years of experience painting homes in the Tri-Cities area. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 509-591-8160.
Navigating a real estate transaction can be overwhelming, from finding the right property to navigating the closing process. That's why a successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process, an in-house marketing team to maximize your home's exposure, transaction coordinators to ensure accuracy throughout the transaction, and a network of local industry experts. With Windermere on your side, you can have peace of mind and confidence in your real estate journey.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota. Get 5.99% APR for up to 60 months on your favorite Toyota certified used models. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
In the heart of Tri-Cities wine country, you'll find the Goose Ridge Richland Tasting Room. Located in the center of our vineyards is an opportunity to enjoy life through wines, hard ciders, Monson Ranch spirits, light bites, and live music at Goose Ridge. More than you'd expect, more than just a winery.
Here we go. Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Need to satisfy your craving for cheesy, smoky, gooey grill perfection? Oh yeah! Taco Time's cheesy Chipotle chicken quesadilla. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Up to 100,000 protesters are expected to converge on the National Mall today to show support for Israel as the war between them and Hamas continues. After years of criticism, the Supreme Court has released a code of conduct for the most powerful court in the country.
And we're at mid-November with chilly conditions this morning and even cooler temperatures on the way this week. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Tuesday. Good morning, Riley.
Good morning, Jason.
And we're moving along in the week, and it's unbelievable. Next week is Thanksgiving and Black Friday. We're already here. Goodness.
I can't believe all of it's happening so soon. Once, as we were saying earlier, the second Halloween hits.
Yes.
Everything
speeds up.
We
have next weekend what could possibly be the last Apple Cup, at least for a while. That's going to be at 1 o'clock on Saturday, the day after Black Friday. So we're just careening towards a lot of stuff.
One of us will be very happy that following Monday.
Yes. Let's take a look outside. And we are starting to see light and a lot of blue as we're heading towards sunup as we move into our Tuesday morning. calm conditions this morning. We do expect to see very chilly conditions continuing in our morning hours. They definitely are today. 22 right now in Ellensburg, so hovering around the freezing mark for much of our cities. That will continue into the next couple of days as we're seeing very chilly temperatures starting to take grip. Our highs were just right around our average, lower 50s to upper 40s. More sunshine on the way. Look at Yakima, plenty of sunshine today. A little bit more cloud coverage, especially this morning for the Tri-Cities. Upper 40s and upper 40s for Walla Walla. Good chance of seeing some fog start to pop up, though, as we head into our afternoon hours and possibly into tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that on your PM commute tonight. All right, staying cool. Light rain very likely tomorrow. Very quick, though, and lows in the 20s soon for all of our areas. I'll get you ready for that in my first alert weather forecast. It's coming up in about 10 minutes.
Turning to the nation's capital, where thousands are expected today for a march in support of Israel. The Department of Homeland Security designating that rally as a Level 1 security event, which is the highest risk classification. Meanwhile, as Israel and Hamas escalate attacks, there's growing concern about Gaza's hospitals caught in the crossfire. Israel claiming Hamas is using vulnerable hospital patients as human shields. ABC's Justin Finch has more.
Overnight, final preparations on the National Mall for today's March for Israel in Washington, D.C. With organizers expecting a crowd of tens of thousands, security is top of mind. D.C.'s mayor also requesting support from the National Guard amid rising threats, though law enforcement officials are not tracking any specific actionable threat to the march. Homeland Security officials are classifying the rally as a Level 1 security event, its highest designation.
You can hear the tank firing down the street.
In the war zone, Gaza's overwhelmed hospitals facing increasing danger. The Israeli Defense Forces taking ABC's Matt Gutman inside a northern Gaza children's hospital that the IDF says Hamas militants were using as a command post and even to hold hostages.
Those AK-47s look pretty old and rusty. I mean, was this a crack force that was here?
No. Some of the gear was operationally gear, but also some of the terrorists fled away. It shows us the war machine Hamas is conducting from hospitals.
The IDF also claiming Hamas turned the nearby Al-Shifa hospital into a stronghold. Two White House officials saying the U.S. has intelligence supporting that, but doctors refute that, saying the hospital is no longer functioning and had to remove premature babies from incubators without electricity. President Biden reiterating his concerns about conditions surrounding that critical hospital.
And it's my hope and expectation that there will be less intrusive action relative to the hospital. The hospital must be protected.
The White House also saying the U.S. is continuing work on getting fuel supplies to Gaza's hospitals and allowing evacuations for patients in danger. On Monday, the Supreme Court said in a statement signed by all 9 justices that it is adopting a code of conduct. It's an attempt to improve public confidence in the High Court after months of headlines alleging some justices appear to have potential ethics violations. The new code is based on an existing code of conduct for lower courts. According to the statement, it has been adapted to the, quote, unique institutional setting of the Supreme Court. The justices didn't make clear how the code would be enforced, and they acknowledged they had more work to do. The move comes after mounting pressure from Democrats in Congress who threatened to pass legislation mandating ethics reform. Senate Judiciary Committee Democrats planned to hold a vote to authorize subpoenas for 2 major conservative players close to Justices Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
A calm Tuesday morning, but we have changes on the way this week. Some shower activity late tonight, fog, a lot to talk about as we are heading towards Thanksgiving next week. My first alert weather forecast is coming up.
Plus, a water-stained menu from the Titanic fetches a pretty penny at auction. We'll tell you what it went for coming up next.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
If you've been injured in an accident and are thinking about settling the insurance claim yourself, do you really know about the laws that help accident victims? Would you like to know if you're being treated fairly? Do yourself a favor. Call Allen Brecky Law Offices for a free consultation.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue, or get a low $399 per month lease on Frontier. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
You know, there's no substitute for hands-on experience. Over the years, I've probably turned and read every one of these pages. This may just look like a pile of papers waiting to be shredded, but to you and your loved ones, it represents a wealth of trusted experience.
Boats and houseboats
Just like a home on the lake.
in an awesome small town on a huge lake in North Idaho.
It's different and beautiful and just a little piece of heaven.
Fly the Northwest over Bayview. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Next ET, our Hunger Games prequel exclusive ahead of the LA premiere. Then, we're with Dancing with the Stars, Charity and Artem rehearsing for Whitney Houston night.
It's an ET exclusive.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
A first-class menu from the Titanic sold for more than $100,000 Saturday. It appears to be the only surviving one of its kind. The menu details the first dinner on board after the Titanic set sail from Queenstown.
All right, so meal options, remember this is first class, included oysters, sirloin of beef, and Victoria pudding. The menu is heavily water-stained, as you would imagine, with some of the lettering erased. Auction house Henry Aldridge & Son says that's likely because it ended up in the ocean when the Titanic sank in 1912.
Honestly, it does not look nearly as bad as you would think after being water-stained and
Sure.
underwater.
Probably some restoration was done on it, just a little bit, so it was a little easier to read. But yeah, pretty a piece of history.
Definitely,
Yes.
definitely.
I wonder what Jack would have ordered. All right, quick look outside. I got your first alert weather forecast. Let me get you ready for your Tuesday coming right up.
And Apple Valley News Now had an exclusive interview with the subject of ABC's newest hit show, The Golden Bachelor. We ask him your burning questions. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
If you missed out on getting a McRib in the past, here's your chance to get one before you miss out again. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
For 25 years, you have chosen Smart Law as your legal team. Times may change, but our commitment to you remains the same. We believe everyone has the right to exceptional legal representation. For From all of us at Smart Law, we thank you for your trust and will continue to serve and fight for our clients and their loved ones. Smart Law, smart choice.
Are you looking for a bank that has traditional values and modern solutions? Are you looking for a bank that is member-owned? Are you looking for a bank that leaves a lasting impact on the community? I've got news for you. You're not looking for a bank. Belong to something better. Join Hatho Community Credit Union, where you are more than just a member. Visit hatho.org to join today. Where do you credit union?
My mom hired a bath fitter to make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bath Fitter will remodel your bath in as little as 1 day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
Okay, thanks for visiting. Bye, Alice.
I'm stuck.
Not funny anymore.
Yes, it is. Wait, guys. The Mesozoic times are boring and have 0 rad attractions. Triple play is fun. I want to stay here.
Of course you can stay. Oh, fantastic. We won't regret this.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, like bowling, Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, and a brand new zip line ride, all attached to a cozy hotel.
She's on the logo already. Marketers are the worst.
In the heart of Tri-Cities wine country, you'll find the Goose Ridge Richland Tasting Room. Located in the center of our vineyards is an opportunity to enjoy life through wines, hard ciders, Monson Ranch spirits, light bites, and live music at Goose Ridge. More than you'd expect, more than just a winery.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Very calm this morning. We're not seeing any precipitation and not much frost out there. Looking pretty nice for this time of year as we're hitting right around mid-November, but we do expect cool temperatures to be on the way. Quite a bit of cloud coverage over us right now. That is going to continue to move on as we move along in our morning. Just the hintest of shower activity just outside of Walla Walla, mostly in the foothills of the Blues. So that's about all we're dealing with, and just the minorest of shower activity going over Hermiston right now. That's all going to move off into the east. And as we move into our overnight period, we're going to see shower activity suddenly start to form as we get into late tonight into early Wednesday for Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish. Now, these areas won't be at the freezing mark at midnight, but they will be eventually. And whatever falls is going to turn into slick conditions for tomorrow morning. So do be aware of that. Then showers will move into the mid-Columbia and possibly into the Blues as we get to tomorrow's commute. That'll move on out, and we'll be looking at nicer conditions as we head into Wednesday late night into Thursday. So just a hint of shower activity tomorrow, but again, it could turn things very slick for Kittitas and Yakima Valley area. So we'll keep an eye out for that, of course. So taking a look at our temperatures, we're hovering around that freezing mark for most of our cities. 23 though in Ellensburg, definitively our cool spot. As we get to Wednesday late night into Thursday morning, we're going to see most of our areas be in the 20s for our overnight lows, as those are going to start to dip briefly into our weekend. We'll see more cloud coverage and possibly of showers returning on Sunday. So we're going to be looking dry after this quick spritz overnight tonight. So our temperature trend, we're going to remain just below our average or right at it for the week ahead, and just cool conditions. Just do be prepared for our overnight lows to also be taking a dip as well. So wind speed, very light this morning, and it's going to continue to be light for the next couple of days. We'll see a little bit of a spike as we get to Sunday. Could even see a little bit of shower activity coming in with that system. But other than that, looking very light, so we're keeping an eye out on visibility. Could see some fog later on today for Walla Walla. For your evening commute. Air quality, Walla Walla was in the moderate zone just an hour ago. So with the light winds and conditions that are following, we do expect to see possibly some air quality hits. So lower 50s, upper 40s for most of our areas. And again, this is going to be probably the warmest day of our week. Could see similar conditions for some of our areas tomorrow. So let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. So right around that 50-degree mark for Yakima today, tomorrow, then upper 40s into the weekend. Overnight lows below that freezing mark for the week ahead. Still scant chance of shower activity for Yakima besides late tonight. Tri-Cities area, quick showers tomorrow morning. Highs are mostly in the 40s for the week ahead. And again, our cool spot overnight Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday late night below the freezing mark for the Tri-Cities. Walla Walla, could see that fog pop up this evening. And then right around, let's just say the mid to upper 40s to lower 50s. And overnight lows also below that freezing mark pretty much across the board starting Wednesday night through Friday late night. For today, a calm morning this morning, plenty of cloud coverage. We'll see more sunshine as the day goes on. Just keep an eye out for that fog in Walla Walla for your evening hours.
Apple Valley News Now's Stacey Lee sat down with ABC's first ever Golden Bachelor, Gary Turner. She asked him a few of the audience's burning questions, as well as questions about Benton City's own Faith Martin.
How could you say you love so many women? What were you looking for?
That's a good question, and it's legit. In the moment with each of these women, I had built such a strong connection that I felt like fully that I was in love with them, that I loved them at that time. It's important to remember, though, that through the course of the journey, as it got towards the end, I finally found the clarity with those women to find the one that I couldn't live without. And in Faith's case, perfect example, I still love her to pieces. We still talk, and she's talked to me. And I mean, she puts a smile on my face, as you can see. But I don't think she was the right one for me.
All right, here's from Robin. She says, what was the deciding factor that made you choose Teresa over Faith?
Teresa? I think the last answer probably is appropriate here as well. Okay. There's a sense of humor, a kindness that they both had. Of all the women in the house, probably those two were the most similar in their personalities, in their outlook on life, in their kindness. And so it was very difficult. It was very difficult.
And our local viewers here want to know, did you enjoy your visit to Eastern Washington?
Yeah, I loved it. It was beautiful. I loved the space. I really loved the time with Faith at her ranch, doing a little horseback riding and seeing how she lived and so forth. So yeah, it's beautiful there.
All right. Of course, I know you're going to get asked this question a lot. Do you think Faith should be the next Golden Bachelorette?
Oh, she would be such a wonderful candidate for that job. I can't really say my favorites. There's people a lot smarter than me that will be able to pick, who the best candidates are, but certainly Faith would be among them.
My husband wanted me to ask you, do you feel that you found true love through the journey on the show?
You tell your husband he asks really good questions. And yes, I do. I really believe I found my person, my right person.
That's great. All right. And the last question, my mother comes to the viewing party, Gary, and she said, if it doesn't work out, can we date? Call me. And that's just a joke. So she's in her 70s too. So it's been great, Gary. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if she's as beautiful as you are, I'll keep the option open.
Forecast, but first a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, are airlines and airports ready for what could be the biggest holiday travel season ever?
This is shaping up to be a record-setting year.
TSA expecting to screen 30 million passengers between November 17th to the 27th. That's 2.7 million passengers a day, up 10% from last year. But we remember last year and the massive meltdown over the holidays. Widespread cancellations that left thousands of people stranded.
I'm still stranded. I need to drive 9 more hours.
Consumer complaints about airlines also soaring, nearly doubling in the first 3 months of 2023 compared to last year. So what are your passenger rights if something goes wrong? Coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the expert guidance you need to navigate cancellations, delays, and any other travel headaches with your GMA First Look. I'm Lionel Moise, ABC News.
When you have chronic kidney disease, there are places you'd like to be. Like here. And here. Not so much here. Farxiga reduces the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis.
Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. A rare, life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis.
When you have chronic kidney disease, it's time to ask your doctor for Farxiga, because there are places you want to be.
If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:54. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in just a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. A head-on collision on State Route 12 has left one person dead and 6 people injured last night. According to Washington State Patrol, around 9 p.m., one vehicle was headed eastbound on Oasis Road, about 18 miles east of Pasco. When they attempted to pass another vehicle, they collided head-on with another vehicle headed westbound. The driver of the vehicle that attempted to pass was pronounced dead at the scene. Cities and counties across the country that allow virtual public comment over Zoom are getting hit by what they're calling Zoom bombers. When online participants who don't live in the community sign up for public comment using fake names and use their time to spew hate speech. More than half a dozen local governments in Washington state have been targeted, including the city of Ellensburg recently. The mayor recommends other local governments take this as a sign to have a plan in place in case of this situation. The West Richland Police Department is investigating after a suspected drive-by shooting Monday morning. It happened in the area of Hove Street and Myers Street in the Desert View community, just off of West Van Giesen Street. Authorities say one person was taken to the hospital, but they did not indicate how they were hurt or what the condition of the person was. Police are unsure of what the motive in the shooting might have been. We'll update you on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. 5 Hermiston middle schoolers were named as finalists in the National Scholastics Press Association 2023 Broadcast Story of the Year competition. Jacoby Rodriguez was a 6th grader at Armand Larive Middle School when his story, What Got Them Into Coaching, was submitted. He received 5th place for his news package. For Jacoby, he says he got the inspiration from being sidelined at Hermiston High School's basketball practices with his mom.
We are looking at a pretty calm morning this morning, but bundle up as you're heading out the door. Very chilly conditions, but still nice conditions out there. That could change tomorrow. We have just the smallest bit of shower activity, foothills of the Blues. That is in the form of rain-snow mix and just a little bit of rain trying to get through the northeastern part of Oregon. Overnight tonight, we are going to see a little bit of shower activity for most of our areas. Now, that is a little concerning for the Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish areas, as we could see a little bit of that turning into at least slick conditions for your commute tomorrow morning. So do be aware of that. Current temperatures, we're hovering right around the freezing mark, save for those chilly conditions in Ellensburg, 24 right now. Please bundle up as you're heading out. Cooler conditions and overnight lows for all of our areas get into the 20s starting Wednesday late night, Thursday, and Friday late night. So get ready for even cooler conditions on the way. So winds right now, not a factor, and we're keeping an eye out for bad air quality and possible fog because of low winds for the next couple of days. Walla Walla already at 20% visibility. Let's take a look at our highs. Upper 40s, lower 50s, pretty much across the board. And we're going to see similar temperatures, just a little bit cooler as we move along in our week. And don't forget, Thanksgiving is next Thursday. Riley.
Thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next and local news is back at 5.